I believe we're heading towards something really crazy in Dragon Ball Super within the next 1 to 2 years, because guys, we actually are finally getting a lot of legitimate Dragon Ball content coming out. The superhero movie kickstarted it. We heard about Black Frieza in the manga. There's a lot of great stuff, not to mention there's also another Dragon Ball Super movie that will be in development as we speak and will probably come out, I think I heard sometime in 2024, but they want it late 2023, but I don't think that's the case. I'm pretty sure 2024. And of course, we know the anime will be returning. They have a different department working on that, I believe. So it's a lot of great Dragon Ball stuff coming out with the present timeline. And I'm saying all this to say that I believe what we're setting up for, because of the amount of fan service we've gotten, I would say, post superhero movie and including the movie itself, I think we're setting up for a Beerus and Gogeta showdown at some point. Now, you're probably thinking, why would this happen? They would never do this. Well, you can't say never. We've said that about a bazillion things in Dragon Ball and we've been proven wrong. And two, when it comes to why they would do a Beerus versus Gogeta, they've dropped subtle hints still. Even though I think Goku and Vegeta are working better together as a whole, they still will drop hints from either Whis or Beerus about obviously Goku and Vegeta being able to, defeat their enemies a lot quicker if they would just work together from the start. But what do Goku and Vegeta usually like to do, guys? They like to let each other fight instead of them both attacking the enemy at the same time. Now, of course, would that make for possibly boring Dragon Ball for us as viewers? It probably would. That's why they've written it in there. But the point is that instead of fighting enemies together until they realize the enemy is much more powerful than they are individually, Goku and Vegeta allow each other to take turns. They've done it in Battle of Gods. They did it against Frieza and Revival of F. They did it against Moro in the beginning. I mean, they've done it virtually against almost every villain they've faced. Zamasu, Goku Black. Instead of fighting their opposition together with their combined power without having to fuse, they always just let one or the other go, and then eventually they both get involved in it. So I think all this is building up to the Beerus versus Gogeta skirmish we could end up getting at some point, and I would assume it'd probably be an endgame type of scenario for Dragon Ball, because if you're going to have Ultra Instinct Gogeta going up against Beerus, which I think would be the ultimate test to show you how strong Beerus is, I think it'd be kind of weird and a disrespect to Beerus' character and where he stands in the Dragon Ball hierarchy if they required a lesser version of Goku and Vegeta to face him. I think Beerus should be able to be at a power of strength that represents where Goku and Vegeta can ultimately get up to, because the goal is not to have either of them, I think, surpass Beerus individually, or Whis for what it's worth. Not saying it can't happen, but I don't think that's the goal that Toriyama wants, because he still wants you to understand how the hierarchy works and how we should respect it. So you get a Beerus versus Ultra Instinct Gogeta showdown. I think it would be crazy, and then how exactly the fight would kind of come to a conclusion or a draw, that's kind of up for your imagination. I don't know if they would just decide to fight for 5 minutes, which is something Dragon Ball would do. It's not the first time we've had something like that, where it's like, oh, this great thing is only going to happen for like a minute or 2 minutes or 30 seconds, and Toei, Toriyama, whoever's in charge of it, they let us know that's basically about to happen for quite a bit of stuff. So it wouldn't surprise me if they say there's some sanctioned match between Beerus and Gogeta. It's a 5-minute contest, and we see the fighters go all out for 5 minutes and obviously try not to die or do anything crazy in the process. I could totally see that happening, and my goodness, the marketing, the advertising, just the amount of attention that would receive would push Dragon Ball beyond its limits. So that is what I think is really going to happen at some point in the future. I've been usually on the spot about these type of things. If I'm paying attention to context, I'm listening to the author, the writer, whoever, and what they're trying to tell us, even if it's foreshadowing way in the future. I'm all about waiting for it if it comes to that, and I do think that they'll have Beerus see Gogeta's true potential, and that's what will ultimately create the showdown between the two. I don't think it'll be Gogeta going to, or Goku and Vegeta going to Beerus. I think Beerus will say he wants to fight them at their strongest together, not individually but fused. That's why I think the tagline would be, and that again, I think would create huge waves for Dragon Ball and just an awesome moment in the story. So, you guys let me know your thoughts. Comment section below. You should take it from there. Appreciate your love and support on the channel. Remember, if you haven't done so already and you're listening to me right now, smash the like button, but most importantly, subscribe for weekly Dragon Ball discussion content. I upload currently 4 videos a week every other day. Doesn't matter really what the days are on, but if you get a video one day, just know you won't get another one till the next. That's how we're doing things here. So appreciate you guys. Make sure you subscribe again if you haven't done so. But unfortunately, that's all the time I have for you right now. I will see you all later. Goodbye.